All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I will be showing you how I was able to generate over $13,000, okay, in the last 4 weeks. And just to show you from Upwork, and just to show you that it is the real deal. I'm refreshing my screen here so that you see. Okay, so not claiming to be a guru. I am not. Let me look at the camera. I am not a guru, okay? But I do know a thing or two. And by the way, this is from a newer Upwork account. So I also want to put that out there. So I started my Upwork account about 5 months ago, and I'm already top rated. So you can just look up my name, Lance Adams. You'll see that. So do your Google. So yeah, so let's get into it. So really, first things first, given that your profile already looks good, if your profile doesn't look good, you got to start there, right? Your profile should look good. This video isn't necessarily about optimizing your profile. I will make a separate video dedicated just to that. This video is how I was able to do this, right? From this website, okay? All right. Let's get into it. So a couple of things. I see a lot of people making, not a lot of people, I see a decent amount of people making Upwork videos showing the process, like how to write a good proposal, this, that. But like nobody's really talking about, how do I find the perfect job, right? How do I find a good gig that, will actually pay decent and, will be a reasonable client to work with. So a couple of things to note here, okay? Back then, I don't know, like if you're a newer Upwork person or you're an older Upwork person, Upwork used to look a little bit different. I like how they have it now where it looks like they must have some sort of AI here that can tell what jobs you're submitting to. And then what it looks like is they have an algorithm that shows you jobs that you can submit to based on what you've already been submitting to. Very, very important, okay? So for me, let me show you how I do it, okay? I use 3 different tabs, okay? I use best matches, most recent, and sometimes I'll use the search tab. Sometimes I will use the search tab. I just really want to emphasize that, okay? So it all depends on a couple of factors. Let's go over factor number 1. When the job was posted, okay? This is very important. So let's go to most recent. So if you go to most recent and, it's a Monday, every 10 seconds, there's a new person uploading a new job, right? I mean, it's crazy, right? So, but that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is anything that has been posted within the last 30 minutes to 5 hours, okay? Sometimes I like to say an hour to 5 hours, but 30 minutes to 5 hours is fine. 2 minutes ago, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So really that's what you want to do. And here's why. Okay. If I click on this, let's say I click on this, right? And I try to submit for this, right? What's going to happen is I'm going to have to bid higher to even get seen, because there's going to be literally an avalanche of people coming to this job, right? So do not do that, right? This takes a bit of you got to be tactical with this stuff. I'm going to be honest. I'm giving it to you guys the real. You can literally go watch this video and go make the money. Literally watch the video and then go do what I do. So you see, go to best matches, right? So what's cool about best matches is they space it out. So see 13 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, right? Yesterday, too far, too long, right? So 4 hours ago, right? Let's take a look at it. Okay, cool. So another thing that I look at, okay, so let's say, okay, so this is 4 hours ago. Okay, cool. That box is checked off. Another thing that I look at is, of course, with the rate they're paying, that's common sense. But given that and by the way, just to tell you what the rate, if you're going by hourly, most of you guys, you're not going to make that working hourly. Okay. So essentially what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look for, I'm giving you guys a game. $15 to $30 an hour is what you want. If you can find something between 15 to 30 or 20 to 50 or something like that, those people would be a lot easier to close than even a 10 to 15, right? So you want to do, again, 15 to 30 is reasonable. If you could find a 20 to like $50 an hour, that's a no-brainer, right? You definitely want to submit a proposal for that job, okay? Okay, so let's say that, okay, so look, an hour ago, okay, cool. Okay, 10 to 15, right? That's a little bit for me. Okay, and another just quick thing, and this should be the most obvious thing, right? What's being posted what does the job say, right? What's being posted? So some things that I look for to not submit to the job is cookie cutter stuff. So if this, like, you see, like, no offense to whoever posted this, but, okay, we're looking for a social media manager to handle our Instagram accounts for our online beach tennis, pickleball, and paddle store. Main responsibilities, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're not going to read all that, but really, I wouldn't say this is cookie cutter. I mean, they I wouldn't go that far. Would I propose to it? Maybe. They do have a little bit of a smaller budget. So I would have to guess if I were to put like a monthly budget on this, they probably like $500 a month. And can you make that you're going to need to sign up a lot of people. So I would not even recommend anything less than $1,500 a month, right? Don't charge anything less than $1,500 or else it's going to take you a lot more sales to get here, right? So just putting that out there. Okay, so that's important. Okay, so let's just say all of our ducks in a row. Let's say that post an hour ago, check. It's, $15 to $30 an hour, check. Everything here is good. And another thing just to tell you, like, let me show you a good one. Let me just see if I can actually show you an example of a really good one. A really good one. And I proposed to this today. So, all right, this is an example. So this one doesn't really say the range. And if they don't say the range, by the way, that's fine. But if they don't say the hourly range, I'm looking at this. You see this? They've already spent $80,000. Okay, that's a green flag, right? So that's important. So, and then you see how detailed, like, look at this. Look at how detailed this is, right? Our brand Little Beats has an amazing content to work with, blah, 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 right? Like, that's very detailed. A person wrote this. ChatGPT did not come up with this, right? So again, this stuff is very important, right? It's the boring stuff, but it's the stuff that you got to get down. Okay. Look, I've already spent 8 minutes talking about it, but it's important. So let's just say the timing is good. So an hour ago, look, they spent $80K. And what's another thing I look at? Okay. Well, this right here, you see that? 5 to 10 proposals. Guys, this right here is extremely, extremely important. If you see this number say 20 to 50 proposals submitted, you need to run. You need to get it. That's what you got to do. You got to get out of there. You got to get out of there. You got to get up out of there. If you see 20 to 50, you need to get up out of there. You see 5 to 10, that's decent. Okay. 10 to 15, but 20 to 50, do like I just did and walk off. Just walk off because it's not worth it. You're literally going to be at the bottom of the stack, right? So, and the goal is to get seen. Am I not right? You know what I mean? So that's the point. So, that's things to look at. If you literally follow just that alone, it will raise your chances of getting seen by a lot. By a lot. Okay? If you guys want to see, I'm even tempted to show you, and I will, how many, and by the way, you're not going to get all of your proposals seen. I'm just going to be honest. That's not going to happen. But let me show you how many of my proposals are seen, just to show you like, oh, I practice what I preach. Okay? Look. Bam, 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 right? See, not all of my proposals have gotten seen. Okay? But look at how many got seen. So I submitted, So out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 got seen. That is good. Okay. That's good stuff, right? Some people will submit 10 and get like 1 seen or 2 seen, right? So, and that could be you, right? And by the way, I just submitted those. Those are fresh. So really the number is probably going to top out to around 8. So 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 of my proposals have gotten seen. That is what you want, right? Essentially that is going to give you a lot more chance to, get the job. So, cause that leads to the meeting and then go on from there. Okay. All right. So we got that out of the way. We got like the certain indicators to look for, right? When, finding a job, right? So another thing that I look for, let me add one last thing before I end this video. Again, this video is just about what to look for. Okay. What to look for when, when you're looking for a job, right? So that is essentially going to, pay good and something that you're going to want to do. So another thing too is don't apply to something that like just for the money. Like don't apply just because, they're paying it back. Like, because once you start that work, like you're not going to want to do it and you're not going to want to continue to show up every day. So that's another thing that I wanted to put out there. Okay. So another thing that I wanted to put out there is you see how this person put their @ name in here, and I don't know if I'm allowed to show this or not. Too bad, right? You get free press. Okay. So Sydney here, she put her Instagram. Okay. So I like to see that stuff. I like to see people putting their accounts in there because it gives me more ammo, right? So that when I click on it and I actually submit a proposal to it, which I've already did, it looks like, it just gives me more ammo to be able to execute on that, right? So that's really good. So just to recap this video, things to look out for. If you get a pen and write this down, look at the time it was posted, check. Look at, I'm only showing what's important. There's a lot of other like payment verified. That's not important. 5 stars, believe it or not, that's not even that important to me. Like, I'm not looking at all of that. I'm just looking at when it was posted, check. I'm obviously reading the description, looking to see if they left any of their account information so I could go check out and do some research on them. If they don't, that's fine. I'm not looking for people that spam, just generic, I want to grow my social media. Okay, why, right? I'm not looking for those. How much have they spent, or an hourly rate ranging from $15 to $30 an hour or higher, right? On the low end or higher, right? Okay. And then I'm looking for no more than, I'm not like, if it's 20 to 50 proposals submitted, I'm out of there. If I see people have only submitted maybe 5 to 10, I'm in. 10 to 15, I'm a little bit leery. Okay. So if you get all of that down, that's a head start. You got a head start on a lot of people just off of that. Okay. Now, that's what this video is about. Now, is that just alone obviously going to make you $13,000? No, there's a lot of other factors that go into it, but just this video is just about, okay, what are the fundamentals in terms of finding jobs? If you cannot find a job, you can't make any money. Okay. That's it. So, if you guys like this video, leave it a like and say, drop part 2, please. Okay. Because part 2, I'm going to go into, the next step, which would be clicking on said job and what do I write, right? What do I put down? How do I formulate my proposal the right way, right? I'm going to be going into all of that stuff, and I might give out my winning template. Okay. So that's another thing too. Okay. So I hope this video was helpful. These are the fundamentals. Some of you already may have the proposal and all this stuff down, but this could have been what you were looking for, right? And don't take my word for it. Literally go try it. Go try this method. You will literally get more responses. I can guarantee you, unless your proposal is just garbage. And again, next video will be about the proposal and how to do that. But Thank you for watching. Make sure you slap the like button and click the subscribe button for more, and take care.